Hey, welcome to Online Pilates 24/7. I've got Keely with me today, and Keely's pregnant. How many weeks are you? 25. And Keely's 25 weeks pregnant, and we're going to go through a workout. Please consult your doctor before doing a Pilates workout. It's important that you make sure it's okay for you to do these exercises. Okay, we're going to get into the workout. Now Keely, we're going to start with a imprint neutral, so we're just going to breathe to begin with. What I want you to do is have a nice neutral pelvis. So if you just, ladies, think of the pelvis as being nice and flat. So from the hip bones to the pubic bone, if you can imagine if you were to balance a hot cup of tea there, that's how you want to start off. We're going to breathe in through the nose, lengthening through the top back of your head. Now as you exhale, you're going to roll your hips back and try and press the lower spine down into the floor. So you're imprinting down into the floor. Now as you breathe in through the nose to release, you come back to that nice flat neutral pelvis. And exhale, air out through the mouth, drawing the belly button in, and then breathing into release. And exhale, pressing the lower spine down into the floor, pressing the shoulder blades down into the mat as well, breathing into release. And exhale, air out through the mouth, 2, 3, and inhale, 2, release. And exhaling, 2, 3, and breathing in, 2, release. And exhale, rolling those hips back, pressing the lower spine down into the floor, breathing into release. 2 more, and we're actually going to hold it down here, and exhaling, rolling the hips back, breathing into release. And exhale, imprint, 2, 3, we're going to hold, breathe in, hold that imprinted position. We're going to float up the right leg, exhale, then the right leg extends out, and we're breathing in, just moving from the knee joint, so just be mindful that the thigh bone is not moving at all. Abs in, exhale, and breathing to lower, trying to draw up those pelvic floor muscles as you exhale, and exhale, 3, 2, 3, so imagine zipping up a pair of trousers and exhaling, which is hard to do when you're pregnant, isn't it? And exhaling, 4, breathing into lower, and abs in, pressing those shoulder blades into the mat, thinking about reaching through the fingertips, 5, inhale, 2, 3, and exhaling, 6. All the time trying to keep that lower spine glued to the mat, breathing in, and exhale, 7, 2, 3. Really get into your breathing as well, will be great help for you when it comes to the delivery. And exhale, 8, 2, 3, inhaling, 2, release. Abs, and you've got 2 left, 9, squeeze this thigh muscle, squeeze it when you get the legs straight. 1 more, and then we have to do the left side. And 10. I want you to really flex, zip up that thigh muscle, breathing into lower. Left leg, inhaling, and exhale, unfold the leg, keep that knee joint, the hip joint is still, the knee joint is moving, breathing to lower. Keeping that thigh bone in place. 2, 3, squeeze, zip the thigh muscle up, breathing into lower. And 3, 2, 3, inhale, 2, lower. So you're breathing into the movement. 4, 2, 3, inhale, 2, lower. And drawing, pressing the lower spine down into the floor, 5, inhaling, and exhale, 6, 2, 3, inhale, 2, lower, and 7, press those shoulder blades into the mat, and breathing into lower, and exhaling. 8, 2, 3, inhaling. Abs in, 2 to go. 9, 2, 3, inhale, 2, lower, and last one, 10, 2, 3, and breathing into release. Okay, we're going to roll out to the front, so we lie on our side. You're feeling okay? Yep. We're going to start off with the legs nice and straight, so we're going into a side leg series here. Now while the feet flex, we're going to pull the toes back. Now even while you're lying here, you're going to have your thigh muscles zipped up, so I want them flexed. So if you touch them and they're relaxed, you know that they're not flexed, so you need to pull those thigh muscles up. But what we're going to focus on here is keeping your hips nice and still. So this bottom hip bone is not allowed to move, alright? We're breathing in through the nose, and we're trying to draw those lower abs in, so the transverse abdominal muscles in as we're lifting that leg without moving that bottom hip bone, breathing in. So again, it's drawing those pelvic floor muscles up. And exhale, 2, 2, 3. You're going to feel it here, breathing to lower. And exhaling, 4. Keeping those hips as still as you can. Inhaling. We're going to do this one wrong. This is what you don't want to be doing. So you relax the hips and you let them roll. 5. Okay? Breathing into lower. We want to keep the pelvis still. And exhale. 6. And you'll feel it straight away here. Breathing. And abs in. 7, 2, 3. Inhale. As you're lying on the floor, you want to try and keep your bottom, you can see my hand come through here, the bottom rib bone drawn away from the mat, so Kelly's spine is beautifully straight while she's lying here. Abs in, 10, and breathing into lower. We've got 5 left here, and 11, 2, 3, inhale, 2, lower, 12, 2, 3, breathing in to lower, and 13, 2, 3, inhale, 2, lower, and 14. Starting to really feel it here. Last one, and exhale, extending out through those heels, and breathing. I'm going to glue the feet together. I want your focus to be on this oblique up the top here, alright? And the inner thigh muscle, bottom leg. So bottom leg's working and there's top obliques. We're going to breathe in through the nose. And we're going to pull in those abdominal muscles as we extend and reach out the bottom of our feet. So again, imagine zipping up from the pubic bone and exhale. Extend and reach, lengthening through the top back part of your head, breathing into lower. And abs in, exhale, and reach. Did you want a head rest for your head? Okay. All right? Okay. And exhaling. If you find you're struggling, you can get a towel, roll a towel up and pop that underneath your head. If you're finding it difficult to hold your head up there, so it just makes it more comfortable for you. And you're reaching out through those feet, breathing into lower. 3 to go, and extend. 2, 3, inhale, 2, lower. Imagine your spine is just lengthening as you reach out through the bottom of your feet. We've got one more, and we're going into a movement called the clang. Zipping up really low here, those abs, pulling in from down deep. And we're going to bend the knees now, so the knees bent out in front. Right. Just be careful here that you don't arch that lower back, alright? So you want to keep that bottom rib bone tucked in so that you're nice and flat through the front area as well. We're breathing in through the nose, top knee's going to come up again, those hips remain still. Exhaling without rolling back, breathing into lower. So I'll show you what I mean by rolling back. Exhale and up, so we're going to roll back, okay? You don't want to be doing that, right? You want to stay right on your side. And exhale. Pulling those lower deep abs in again and breathing into lower. And exhaling. So you feel up through here into the glute a little. 2, 3, inhale. This is number 4, abs in, 4, 2, 3, breathing in to lower, and 5, 2, 3, and inhaling, abs in, 6, 2, 3, breathing into lower, and 7. We're making sure we've got our chest nice and open and shoulder blades down and back. You don't want your shoulders up by your ears, push them down. 8, 2, 3, inhale, 2, lower, and 9, 2, 3, breathing in to lower, and 10, 2, 3. Now we're going to bring the feet high, so the knee comes down, the feet lift up, same movement, exhaling, lifting that top knee up, we're working the outer thigh and butt here, so outer thigh muscle, and into those glutes, and 2, 3, every time you exhale you're drawing those pelvic floor muscles up, and 3, 2, 3, breathing, 2, release, 4, 2, 3, inhaling, 2, release, abs in, 5, 2, 3, breathing, 5 to go, and 6, 2, 3, inhaling, abs in, 7, 2, 3, breathing, and 8, 2, 3, 2 more, abs in, 9, breathing into lower, and last one, draw those abs in, and 10, and breathing into lower. How was that? You feel that? Yep. Let's have a little stretch, bring your top knee down, and try and relax into it, so we're stretching out through the glute. Big deep breath in. Relaxing. Alright, so we're going to swing the legs forward, so we'll be back out the other side. Legs are out long and straight. Okay. So chest is open, shoulder blades down your back. Okay, but feet flexed for this exercise. Remember, you want your thigh muscles switched on, that bottom rib bone drawn up. Alright, and watch that you're not arching through that lower belly. We've got a big deep breath in through the nose. And we're going to draw in from the lower pubic bone up as we lift the leg, breathing into lower. And abs in, exhaling, drawing up. 2, 3, breathing, 2, lower. Extending out through that heel, 2, 3, breathing, 2, lower, and 4, 2, 3, inhale, 2, lower, 5, 2, 3, breathing, 2, lower, and 6, 2, 3, inhaling, abs in, 7, 2, 3, breathing, 2, lower, and 8, 2, 3, inhaling, and 9, extending through the heel, flexing that thigh, breathing, and exhaling, 10, breathing in through the nose as we lower, we've got 5 to go, and 11, 2, 3, inhale, 2, lower, 12, 2, 3, breathing, and 13, 2, 3, inhale, 2, lower, 14, breathing, last one, and 15. Inhaling down, we're going to glue the feet together, Big deep breath in, slide those shoulder blades down your back as you exhale, reaching out through the bottom of your feet. Breathing into lower. So we're trying to work the top open leg, if we remember, from the other side. And the inner thigh muscle of the bottom leg. So bottom leg, inner thigh muscle, breathing into lower. And extend and reach through. Be careful not to arch the upper back. So as you extend, be careful you're not pushing out this way. Keep the ribs and hips in line. Breathing into lower. And exhale, reaching out through those heels. Flex the thigh muscles. Inhaling, 4 to go, and extend. So imagine the spine lengthening, lengthen through the top back of your head, breathing into lower, and 3 more. Inhaling, squeezing that inner thigh muscle, bottom leg, and exhale. 1 more, breathing in. Last one, and extend and reach. 2, 3, inhale, 2, lower, good, alright. So knees are forward, that's it, heels pulled in towards your bottom. Feet stay glued together, no moving those hips. Big deep breath in, and abs in. Up we come, keep that top hip nice and still, don't let it roll back, breathing into lower. And exhaling. Remember the bottom rib bone, draw it away from the floor. Alright, so you've got a nice straight back. And exhaling. 3, 2, 3. Inhale. 2. Lower. 4, 2, 3. Breathing. 2. Lower. Abs in. 5, 2, 3, good. Inhaling. And 6, 2, 3. Inhale. 2, lower. 7. Got 3 more, and then lifting feet. Breathing. Should be starting to feel a bit of burn through here, that upper thigh and into the glute. 8. Inhaling. Just make sure that your chest is open while you're lying there. Sometimes we get a bit rounded through the chest as we're lying down. So open that chest up, slide the shoulder blades down your back. 2 left, and exhaling. Breathing into lower. And exhale. Lifting that top knee. Now on the way down, feet are going to come up. So you're breathing in, feet come up. And same again, exhale, open that top knee, but keep those hips nice and still. Breathing into lower. Now just check again, have you arched that lower back? So tuck it under, 2, 2, 3, breathing, 2, lower, abs in, 3, 2, 3, inhaling, and 4, 2, 3, and breathing, 2, lower, 5, 2, 3, inhaling, and abs in, 6, 2, 3, inhale, 2, lower, and 7, 2, 3, breathing in, and 8, 2, 3, and inhaling, 2 more, and 9, breathing into lower, and abs in, 10, and inhale, 2, release. Alright, drop that top knee forward, you're stretching, so really try and relax into that top knee, breathing in, and relaxing into it. 1 more, inhaling, and exhaling. Okay, from here we're going to go onto our hands and knees, so we're rolling onto our front. Alright, for this exercise you want to be at what's called tabletop, so your hands will be straight underneath your shoulders, and your knees will be hip distance apart and underneath your hips. All right, we're going to stay in what's called neutral. See how Keely's spine is nice and straight, all right? So this is your starting point. And we're going to breathe in here. And then we're going to exhale, we're going to arch the back, but we want to lengthen, the eyes will come to the ceiling, we stretch the front of the neck and we extend out through the tailbone, and we breathe in and we come back to that flat, think long spine, and exhaling. Arching, tailbone towards the ceiling, tip of the spine towards the ceiling, we breathe in and we extend back out to that flat point, and exhaling. You feel a nice stretch through the shoulders, through the front of your neck. Breathing in, drawing back to that nice flat tabletop position. And 4, 2, 3, and inhale. And as you're doing the exhale, you're trying to hold those pelvic floor muscles in. And 6, you're drawing in. And breathing. Imagine lengthening that spine on that inhale. And 2 to go. And breathing in. And last one here. And inhaling. Right, from here we're going into a press up. We want those arms to be nice and strong as well for you. It's amazing how heavy a newborn baby can be. Now we will do a few at tabletop to start, and then here we go out to a slight diagonal. So hands are nice and wide. We're going to breathe in towards the floor. Inhale to lower down. Your arms hold your body weight. Exhale, you draw your abs in and you push your body weight back up. You breathe in as you lower. And you draw your abs in and you exhale to push your body weight back up. Inhaling down, 2, 3, exhale. So you're using that arm strength to push back up. Inhale, your arms lower you towards the mat, and your arms push you back up. And breathing, 2, 3, and exhaling. And inhale, stretching through those pecs and through the chest, and exhale, 2, 3, breathing in, and exhaling. Now is this where you would normally be when you're doing the press ups? A bit more. Okay, so Kelly's going to go out just a little bit more, but if this is uncomfortable at all, you just bring those hands back in. The closer your hands are to your knee, the less work your arms will need to do, alright? Inhale down, and abs in, exhaling. And what you need to watch for is that you're not arching that lower back. See how Kelly's lower back is beautifully flat, alright? So you've got to be really mindful you don't let your belly button drop towards the floor, meaning that you get this position happening, alright? So you must stay tucked under, breathing in, and exhale. We've got 3 to go here. Inhaling, and exhaling. Breathing, and exhale, and inhale, last one, and exhaling. We have a nice stretch here where the toes stay together. We open the knees nice and wide, and you drop your belly and your ribs down towards the mat. So we're just going to stretch it out. Big deep breath in, and holding 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep breathing. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Alright, we're going to come back into this position, so we're back on our hands and knees. We're going to work into our hamstring and glute a little. So to do that, we want to be straight over our hands. Now if you're getting tender hands, are you feeling the wrist a little bit? Yeah? You can either come up onto your heel of your hand, or you can roll your mat up, or get a towel. So you'd be rolled up like this, and you put your hand, the heel of your hand right to the edge, so you're no longer on that direct 45, you can tuck under. Does that feel a little bit better? The pressure? Now, if you're still finding that your wrists are hurting, then you come up onto your fist, so you'd be here. So there's no bend in that wrist whatsoever. Now we're going to work, and we'll start with the left leg healing. You're just going to, on a count of 3, slide the left leg out. So it's, breathing in to lengthen it from here. And then we exhale and we slide it out slow. 1, 2, squeeze, lift a tiny bit on 3, lower it down, and breathing in, we drag it back in. And exhale. Then land on your hips again. 2, and lift a tiny bit on 3. Now if you're uncomfortable lifting it, just stop and keep the legs straight and the foot on the floor. Out, 2, and you would just stay there on the floor, breathing in. And flex that foot the whole time. So you're going to push through the heel. 4, 2, if you're comfortable lifting, lift a smidgen, lower it back down, breathing in. Imagine you're pushing something heavy away from your body. 5, squeeze. You're trying to zip the hamstring up a tiny bit and squeeze into that glute. And pushing back, 6, zip the hamstring up and squeeze into that glute. Breathing in. Try not to lean, okay, so you want to keep that body centered. 7, squeeze. Breathing in. And exhaling. 8, got 2 to go. Squeeze the butt cheek as you extend, breathing in. So there's a small movement, that lift. 9, 2, and flex the butt cheek as you lift. And just be mindful you're not leaning to your right, okay? And 10, 2, squeeze, breathing in to slide that thigh back in. Alright, we're going to do the right now. Flexing the foot, quick deep breath in, get yourself centered, and exhale, push it out. 1, 2, you feel your shoulders and your arms are doing a bit of work here too, helping you stabilize. And exhale, 2, 2. Now as Kelly lifts, she's zipping that hamstring muscle up and squeezing into her right glutes, the right buttock. 3, flexing the hamstring, squeeze, inhaling. And 4, so imagine pushing something really heavy away from you. And breathing in. And 5, just be careful you're not arching your lower back. So Kelly's keeping her back nice and flat here. 5 to go. And 6, 2, 3, inhale, 2, release, 7, 2, 3, extending, and 8, 2, 3, breathing in, and 9, 2, 3, inhaling, last 1, and 10, 2, 3, and inhale, 2, release, well done. Alright, so from here we're going to sit with our legs crossed, so facing the front there, and going into a spine twist. Now if you're uncomfortable sitting with your legs crossed, you can have your legs extended straight out in front of you, or the other option is sole your feet together and knees apart. So we're going into a spine twist, so we're breathing in, the arms float up in front of you. Now you draw your abs in, so from real deep, think of those pelvic floor muscles, and you exhale, rotating to your right. Now be mindful, it's your rib cage that's moving, your arms are just coming along for the ride. And exhale, rotating to your left. And as you inhale, you're lengthening through the top back part of your head. And exhale, imagine your waist is like a wet towel and you're wringing the water out of that wet towel. So you want to feel it into those obliques. And exhale, rotating, 2, 3, inhale, long spine here. And exhaling, push those shoulder blades down your back. So be careful that you're not rounding through that chest. Imagine a plank of wood is glued to your shoulder blades. Breathing in and exhaling, rotate, 2, 3, inhale, 2, release, and rotate, 2, 3, and breathing in, right, and release. From here we're going into a movement. So the right hand is on the floor, the elbow is softly bent. Right, for this exercise, you're going to feel a beautiful stretch through the left-hand side of your body. You're going to work this up leg here on your right. We're building mobility, increasing mobility of the spine with the lateral flexion. Big deep breath in as we reach up to the ceiling. And now we exhale and we're working into the right arm as well as we extend over to the right-hand side. And we're going to breathe in, we're going to swap sides there. So we're placing the left arm down, we're reaching up, breathe in, and extend, over you go, keeping the shoulder down, right, watch that you don't bring it up to your ear, inhaling, lengthen that spine, so nice elongated neck, and exhaling, reaching through the fingertips here, breathing in, and exhale, we get a beautiful stretch, and inhaling, breathing in, and reaching up without lifting that shoulder, extend, inhaling, and exhale, over, 2, 3, inhale, 2, release, and exhale, over, last 2, and breathing, and absent, over, 2, 3, and inhale, 2, release. Okay, we're going into a standing position here. We're going to split those thighs some off with some squats. I'll just place you just behind the mat. You're going to face the front. Legs are wide and externally rotated. Alright, now remember you're only going as deep as you feel comfortable, right? Even if you're only just bending those knees and you're coming back up, right? You're still working into those legs. So we're going to imagine we're sliding down a wall. So you're going to breathe in, down you go, only as deep as you feel comfortable. And you're going to exhale, all those pelvic floor muscles in, like you're drawing up into your body as you come up. Squeeze your buttocks together at the top. Breathe in, down you go, the arms float up, and you exhale, pushing through those feet as you come up, like you're lengthening at the top, breathing into the down, and exhale, 4, inhale, down, 2, 3, and exhale. Right, the other thing to watch is you're not rolling your feet forward, right? Have a quick little look down and see, sorry, not your feet, your knees. You want those knees in line with your feet, okay? So as you go down, have a quick look, are my knees in line with my feet? Exhaling and breathing, keeping that spine nice and straight, gently press the knees out, squeezing those glutes at the top. Inhale, 2, 3, and exhale, 2, come up, breathing, 2, 3, and exhaling. Inhale, lengthen, gently press those knees back, up we come, breathing, inhale, 2, 3, exhale, squeeze the butt cheeks together at the top, breathing, and exhale, 2, 3, 5 to go, inhaling, 5, exhale, grip the little toes to the floor, breathing in, 4, and exhaling, keeping that chest open, shoulder blades down your back, and 3, and inhaling, and 2, breathing in, last 1, and exhaling, 1. Alright, well done. Here's a little stretch, so you're going to hold the wall, right? Grabbing your heel, bring it into your bottom, and try and bring your knee down into line with the other thigh. And holding 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, swap to the other side. So you're stretching, standing tall, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Alright, how was that? I'm going to breathe to finish. Well done, ladies at home. So arms are crossed, we're bending those knees, we're breathing in, reaching up to the ceiling and exhaling. Inhale. And exhaling. Last one, big deep breath in. And you're exhaling. And shake out. Thank you so much, Melinda. That was great. Thank you. See you soon.